What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. It's going to be the biggest year yet for your boys in blue, and we're going to be covering it all season long. So be sure to smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comment section. Today I want to know from you guys, which position players do you want to see take up the final roster spots on the Dodgers opening day roster? From Edwin Rios to DJ Peters to Sheldon Neuse, is there someone else you want to see on this Dodgers opening day roster? Give me your takes down below in the comment section. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So we are closing in on Dodgers opening day. We are just a Julio Urias away from opening up the season against the Colorado Rockies in Coors Field. And now the Dodgers are going to be faced with some tough decisions. Who will take those final roster spots for the Dodgers 26-man opening day roster? We're going to give you our roster predictions in just a second. But first, yesterday the Dodgers announced a new partnership with Dunkin' Donuts. You're going to see Dunkin' Donuts at Dodger Stadium. So now the Dodgers run on Dunkin', but not Mookie Betts. He runs on Mike Zunino.
There he goes. No throw. That is a stolen base.
4 stolen bases for Mookie Betts in the 2020 World Series. He's just incredible. It just hasn't gotten old that he's in Dodger blue. But to this Dodgers opening day roster, Dave Roberts said that Matt Beaty has earned a spot on the Dodgers 26-man opening day roster. And Matt Beaty talked about proving himself in the bigs.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot more opportunity for chances to play this year. Get in the lineup, be on the roster. I think you're always just fighting for a spot, always trying to prove yourself. That's going up through the minor leagues. That's always the player that I was, is just trying to prove myself. And it's no different now that, I've been in the big leagues for the past couple of years, on and off. And I think it's just always going out there and showing that you belong and proving yourself.
And then Matt Beaty predicts that his role in 2021 will be similar to the one he had in 2019, where he was used as a pinch hitter. He was used to give guys days off, that you can leave him out there on defense. But here's the hitman on his role this season.
Yeah, absolutely. I predict that it will be a very similar role to 19, and I'll get some starts here and there when some guys need a rest. But looking out on 2021, I do believe that it's going to be a lot similar to 19, where I'm going to come in and hit for the pitcher. And that's also why I worked on some of the stuff I worked on this offseason, is being quicker on defense and good first moves, first steps, just so that Doc can trust me out there, and he can put me in left, right, first, or wherever he needs or sees fit that given night, and just giving him that flexibility to not only put me out to pinch hit, but he can also double switch, put me out there, and keep me out there on defense.
No, I'm excited for Matt Beaty. I think he's going to make the most of his opportunities this season. I think he's going to have a big impact on this team. But another question that was answered this spring is about Zach McKinstry, Z-Mac as I like to call him. There was a lot of pressure on him coming into this spring training to see if he could fill Kike Hernandez's shoes as the super utility man. And so far this spring, Zach McKinstry is slashing .353, .371, .471, has a home run and 6 RBIs. He's 12 for 34. I love his approach at the plate. He gives you quality at bats. Dave Roberts was asked if he agrees with AJ Pollock when he said that Zach McKinstry rakes.
I do agree. I think I've agreed with AJ for quite some time on that topic.
And then Doc said that Zach McKinstry is a fun player to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I think that he certainly is making his case. The versatility piece, I think that we're learning more. But we got a lot of good players, so we still have some time to make that final decision. But Zach is a fun player to watch.
And then there's Edwin Rios. So Babe Rios has been cold throughout the spring. He's slashing 182, 250, 273 with a 523 OPS. But the thing that stands out is no home runs for Babe Rios. He's 4 for 22, but hasn't gone deep in his 22 at-bats this spring. In the regular season, he's averaging a bomb every 10 and a quarter at-bats. But I think Edwin Rios is still going to have a big impact this season for the Dodgers. I think you'll see him get more opportunities at third base with the Dodgers, trying to keep Justin Turner fresh and injury-free all season. But here's Edwin Rios on controlling what he can control and making the most of his opportunities.
Like I always tell myself is, I can control what I can control, and just keep waiting for the opportunities and take advantage of them when I get them. I think I'm in a good spot right now. It's just now, just getting better in hitting, getting better in defense. Now it's more little things, not so much, broad, kind of the whole defense thing. Now it's just trying to focus on stuff on the defensive end and certain stuff on the offensive end, just to, obviously have a good year this year.
And then there's DJ Peters. So he's another guy you want to keep a close eye on this spring. And so far, he's slashing 242, 375, 455, a nice 830 OPS with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. But then there's those 16 strikeouts. So with DJ Peters, it's a matter of can he hit big league pitching and can he make consistent contact. But I do think you'll see him make his big league debut this season. The Dodgers need a right-handed bat off the bench. So will he make the most of his opportunities? We'll find out. When will that be? It remains to be seen, but I do think he will make his debut this year. Here's Dave Roberts on DJ Peters and what he needs to do to make it in the show.
I think on the defensive side, he is there. The way he works, the way he can play all three, he's a really good defender. With the bat, there's been the consistency of at-bat quality, which for me, this is as good of at-bat quality as I've seen from him. So now it's about continuing to do that and then getting the opportunity. So I think that this year, whether it's early, whenever it is.
But this is what I think the opening day roster will look like. I think the Dodgers will go with 13 pitchers and 13 position players. For catchers, you have Will Smith, Austin Barnes. The infield, you have Max Muncy starting at first base, Gavin Lux at second, Corey Seager at short, Justin Turner at the hot corner. Then the outfield, Mookie Betts in right, Cody Bellinger in center, A.J. Pollock in left field. Then for utility guys, you have Chris Taylor and Zach McKinstry. Then off your bench, you've got Matt Beaty and Edwin Rios. 2 lefties on that Dodger bench, so we'll see how it plays out earlier in the season. Maybe the Dodgers want another righty off that bench, and you see a lineup like this with DJ Peters coming off that Dodgers bench along with Matt Beaty. And then there's an alternate one where you have Sheldon Neuse. So Sheldon Neuse, he's another guy that struggled in the strikeout department this spring, has 16 strikeouts just like Zach McKinstry, but he's another guy that has that positional versatility. He can play multiple positions in that Dodgers infield, but I think the lineup you're going to see on opening day is going to be the first one with Matt Beaty, who Dave Roberts has said is already earned a spot on the Dodgers opening day roster, and Edwin Rios, who definitely has struggled this spring, but that doesn't mean he's not going to rake when it comes to the regular season. So look at this roster. This is a championship roster. This is a roster that has firepower from both sides of the plate. I think you have plenty of power from the right side with Will Smith and A.J. Pollock, who really had a breakout season last year. Justin Turner, Chris Taylor, and then Zach McKinstry filling that super utility role. But let me know down below in the comments, who do you want to see take those final roster spots for the Los Angeles Dodgers? Do you think Edwin Rios should start the season in AAA? Do you want to see Sheldon Neuse get an opportunity? DJ Peters? Let me know down below in the comments section. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel for all latest Dodgers news, rumors, high videos, podcasts, interviews. You're going to find it right here all season long. So be sure to smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. That's at DMac_LA. For all latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to GearUp.LA. For all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue.